Vaccines are coming out, restrictions are being lifted, more and more inquiries are coming in. Is your company ready to ramp up to 100%? Today, we're going to talk about 5 tips to get your business going after a pandemic. Step 1 is going to be to prep that gear. If your speakers, your lights, your cables, your stands have been sitting in the garage or closet collecting dust over the past year, make sure you pull them all out and give them a thorough once over. Tighten up those bolts, wipe down those light lenses, and make sure you check all your cables for shorts and connection issues. This might be a good time, if you haven't, to label all your cables. Make sure you have a good system in place so that when you get back out there, you're not losing anything. Update that software, get batteries for all of your microphones and other devices, charge up those uplights. Just make sure that nothing has slipped through the cracks as you've gotten out of your routines because of the pandemic. Step number 2, connect with your client base. Now, hopefully throughout the pandemic, you have stayed active on your social media and kept your website up to date so that your clients know that you're still around. And as people start to plan their events, maybe reschedule their old ones, you are still top of mind. If you haven't though, make sure that you get an email blast ready, send a text out to potential clients or clients that you already have that have had to reschedule their events, and let them know that you are still around and ready to go. If you want to do a little bit of marketing, perhaps you should get a Facebook ad or a Google ad. Get your company's name out there. There are more and more event inquiries every day. Another way you can connect with your client base is through your DJ mixes. Now, if you haven't been live streaming during the pandemic, first of all, what have you been doing? Second of all, though, it's not too late. Create some mixes on Mixcloud and share those with your client base through social media. I can't tell you how many times a couple reached out to me and booked my company because they heard what I could do on the decks before they signed the contract. Step number 3, plan your strategy. It is a fact of life that we're gonna have to deal with the effects of this pandemic, at least for the immediate future. That means you're gonna have to know how to deal with masks and social distancing at your events. As much as we hate to admit it, it's a part of life for right now. So build your policies. Make sure you know how you want to address these issues with your clients. Come up with questions for them and anticipate questions that they could ask you. Step number 4, solidify your cancellation policy. DJs have had to deal with postponements and cancellations like never before over the past year, and you've probably already figured out how you want to address this issue when clients bring it up. Decide whether or not you want to take a more firm-handed approach with your contract or have a little more leniency for your clients. In my mind, the best solution is something in the middle. Push your clients to postpone if they're trying to cancel, and make sure you have something written out in your contract that states when deposits are non-refundable and how you want to address situations that come up. Last but not least, tip number 5 is to keep your website updated with COVID-19 info. As clients reach out to DJs right now, they're going to want to know, are you prepared to handle the current situation? If you have information ready to go on your website about your policies, then that will help clients be at ease. You can also tell them how much their event is going to rock regardless of the pandemic, and how you can still do your job and deliver a phenomenal experience regardless of whether there's masks and social distancing. Create a frequently asked questions section on your website so that you can address these COVID-19 related questions before you meet with your clients, and that way when you have your planning meetings, you can focus on the important details of their event. So those are 5 quick steps that you can do to ramp up your company as this COVID-19 pandemic ends. What else are you doing to make sure that you're prepped? Please let us know down in the comments. We want to hear from you. As always, make sure that you like this video, comment, and subscribe to idjnow, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or any of our other channels, because you don't want to miss the awesome content coming out in the future. Again, my name is DJ Jordan Nelson. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.